Welcome back to GNN, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Javis Tear. The Tatooine diplomats will be issuing an apology to the Corellian government later tonight after suggesting that they don't allow droids in their cantinas as well. We expect this apology to come as soon as the Corellian officials are sober enough to accept it. Back to the presidential race tonight. Recent polls have shown that Obi-Wan Kenobi is actually gaining on incumbent Emperor Palpatine. This comes on the heels of Obi-Wan Kenobi's super PAC releasing an ad that targeted Emperor Palpatine's intergalactic relations. Palpatine's press secretary had this to say on the incident, and I quote, "The only thing more disturbing to Lord Vader than Master Kenobi's lack of faith in the competence and good intentions of the Emperor is Kenobi's lack of respect for the policies which have served the galaxy well in rebuilding from the Clone Wars, a war brought on by the Jedi security failure." Joining us tonight is former Clone Commando and now political analyst Clone 525. Also joining us is Clone 912, author of the book Size Matters Not, Why Midichlorian Count is Not a Good Indicator of Force Sensitivity. Thank you, gentlemen, both tonight for joining us. Clone 525, I'd like to start with you. What do you think of Palpatine's choice to target security as an issue?
I think making safety an issue in this election is very important. The galaxy is still recovering from the Galactic Civil War, and the general consensus is that we need a strong deterrent to ensure that events such as the blockade of Naboo or the invasion of Geonosis never happen again. If there is one thing the Emperor is not soft on, it is safety. My sources tell me that the Emperor's new battle station, the Peace Moon, will ensure galactic safety, and the citizens of the Empire can rest assured that it will be fully armed and operational by the time they go to the polls.
If I may cut in here, what people need to understand is that most of the political issues that we face today stem directly from the xenophobic policies perpetuated by Emperor Palpatine and the rest of the Galactic Empire. These policies have escalated aggressive tendencies between systems and threaten us with yet another galactic civil war. These are issues we didn't face when the Republic was still under the protection of the Jedi.
Let's remember one thing before we go reminiscing about the old Jedi Order. It is the Jedi who got us into this mess in the first place. Geonosis, Felucia, Umbria, those were all Jedi-run campaigns. And if you ask any veteran who served during those campaigns, they'll tell you they were some of the bloodiest of the entire war. And may I point out that the greatest enemy of the Jedi are the Sith, are they not? So why is it then that even at their height, the Jedi, with their entire army of light blade-wielding space wizards, couldn't defeat the Separatist forces led by just two Sith, Count Dooku and his other half? And another point. I'm compelled to point out that when it comes to political experience, it is Emperor Palpatine, former Supreme Chancellor of the Galactic Republic, former Senator of Naboo, who has the most experience here. You wouldn't go to Mos Eisley Cantina to find someone to run your casino, and you wouldn't get a Jedi to run the Galactic Empire.
Now, let me stop you right there, gentlemen. A recent poll of Alderaanian voters shows that support for Jedi Master Kenobi is not wavering among predominantly human systems. Now, what is it about Jedi Kenobi that appeals to systems like Alderaan or Corellia?
Palpatine has never been popular in parts of the galaxy that lean toward greater system independence. Take Alderaan, for instance. As far back as our records go, Alderaanians have always voted for less political involvement on matters that take place within the confines of their own planetary system. This is why Jedi Master Kenobi is so popular in the polls right now. It's because that he and the other Jedi, as peacekeepers, always respected the sovereignty of the planets that they held.
Palpatine respects planetary sovereignty. When the Trade Federation imposed the unlawful blockade of Naboo, then Senator Palpatine didn't immediately turn to the Republic for aid. It was only after he exhausted every diplomatic option that he turned to the Republic. This is exactly what Emperor Palpatine expects of systems today. He expects them to work through problems diplomatically. Only after exhausting all diplomatic actions can those systems turn to the Emperor and to the Galactic Empire for aid.
Aid that usually comes in the form of military occupation over legal reform.
Oh, let's be honest. Foregoing a little bit of planetary sovereignty for the sake of galactic safety isn't going to destroy a planet.
I'm going to have to stop you right there, gentlemen. We're out of time. Thank you both for coming.
Always a pleasure.
We will keep you updated as the galactic presidential race continues. Coming up after the break, Wookie friends, some new footage has recently surfaced from the Mos Eisley Cantina showing that Han Solo may have actually shot first. And unprovoked. Will these new details lead to an indictment of the galaxy's favorite smuggler? Better hope not, ladies. Stay tuned.